Hey, good night, guys. Jason here, your health advisor from a holistic standpoint. Also, your mental and physical fitness trainer. Um, I want us to talk tonight. Okay, who's up? Who's up? Let me see who's up. All right, who's up? Let's talk tonight. And let me see who's gonna jump on here and join me. Drinking my drinking my coffee, not just any coffee. All right. This coffee helped me to sleep a lot better at night, you know. It also helped to suppress my appetite. So I get to get a good night's sleep. And if I don't eat a certain time, I'm still good. But let me see who's going to join me. Hey, just say something. Once you're in here, say something and then share it. Because we're going to talk about something that all of you like, including me. Actually, all of us love. We're going to talk about food, okay? What about food we're going to talk about? And we're going to have a food conversation, all right? We're going to talk about knowing when to eat, okay? So not only knowing what to eat, you know, it's also important to know when to eat. So let me see who else gonna jump on this right now, you know? All right. Real quick, it is important that we know when to eat. Okay. The first thing that you need to figure out is how the human body work. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, first thing we need to figure out is how does our body work. And let me let you know, if you're a human being, all of our body works the same. Okay. Our body operate on a shift. It's a 12-hour shift. Okay. I know some of you have a thing where you say that my body, it works like this, it works like that, it operate like this and operate like that. You know, a lot of us have our own theories on how our body work. But here's the thing. Our body works on a 12-hour shift, which means that it takes 12 hours to consume, break down, and process whatever you put in. And it takes another 12 hours just to rest up and prepare for the next process. Okay? Now, if you're living in the Western world, which I'm in because I'm in the Bahamas, you more would be on. Our body normally works from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, it has to do a lot with your climate as well. Our digestive system comes on stream at 6 a.m., which means that if you're going to choose anything to eat, your choices of food that you want to have, it's normally should be something nice and soft, all right? Because in the morning time when you just get up, you know, you don't want to put in something hard because the digestive system is just, you know, starting to turn over. You know, it's almost like a wheel, or let's just say with a car. If you turn a car on in the morning, I know the new cars, you could just start them up and go, you know, but if you have a car that's been around, you know, and you start up your car, you just want it to just warm up a bit, you know. My brother have a car, he actually had to let the AC warm up. Yeah, but our bodies, it works sort of just like that, you know. We have to let our digestive system actually warmed up, which means that you want to have either a warm glass of water, or whatever type of tea that you drink, you know, or you want to have some smoothies, you know, smoothies is always good. You know, just blend up some stuff. Don't put a bunch of hard stuff into your body first thing in the morning when you wake up, okay? It doesn't matter what time it is, just allow your body to get operating with something. And your lunch, it should normally be your biggest meal of the day. I know there's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of people with different theories, all right? Understand this. The human body actually take 8 hours to digest one meal, okay? And it burns up more than 85% of the body's energy just doing that. Okay, so it don't make sense we eating 4 meals a day, 3 big meals a day, or whatever the deal is. Okay, so knowing how to eat is important. Knowing when to eat is important. If you decide that you are a morning person, and you just have some smoothies or a fruit, or it doesn't matter what it is, by 10 or 11, you know, most of us normally do 12, which is a 4 hour, every 4 hours we normally have a meal, okay? But around 11, 12, perfect time to have your lunch. Some of you might have what you may call a late lunch, for whatever reason, but it goes along with your work lunch hour or whatever. But around that kind of time when you have your meal, it's supposed to be the largest meal, all right? Your lunch should really be your largest meal. Whether if you have it around the 11 o'clock period or the 12 o'clock period, it should really be your largest meal. Reason being is because that's when your body is at full peak. You're actually using a lot more of the body's energy. You're going to be doing a lot more activities during your daytime, you know, and it's a lot better to have that as your largest meal, okay? Going on to your evening, your last meal. Now, here's the thing, all right? Because a lot of persons normally get this mix up, okay? It depends on the age group, okay? It depends on, let me use the word old in this. It depends on how old our digestive system is, how long it's been around, okay? So depends on how long it's been around, because a younger person, let's just say a teenager or a younger child, you know, someone in their early 20s, they can eat a lot more food than us, and they can eat a lot later than us. They can eat up at 5, 6 o'clock, or sometime even 7 o'clock. They can eat their food. And the thing is, it can actually do some type of processing, you know. But if you but 30 and older, a person that is 30 years old and older, your last meal of the day should really be at least about 4:30, 5 o'clock the latest, just to give it some time to process. And trust me, it is winding down time, so you really don't want to have a bunch of big stuff to eat, like how we have no control over what we eat. But whatever you eat, I'm not going to tell you how to eat, even though a lot of people pressure me and ask me what to eat. Am I eating right or whatever they listen, you know? That's your choice. If you eat something and you feel lazy and tired after you eat it, then you know that's the wrong choice of food that you're eating, okay? But your dinner really should be the smallest meal. You know, your dinner and your breakfast is almost the same thing, because it's winding down time, all right? So anything you eat after 6 p.m., it's just a no-no, okay? For the ones who are 40 and over, your metabolism, it doesn't really burn as fast, okay? So the food consumption that you put in, it shouldn't be big, okay? Also, for the ones that are already hit 35 and over, you know, in your 30s, you know, your metabolism doesn't work like a young person metabolism anymore, so it don't burn whatever. And a lot of you people who work out, exercise, whatever, you know, you might have the mindset that, hey, I exercise all the time, so I can eat and I can just go and walk it off. Remember, as long as the meal that you eat is still inside you, you have not eliminated it, you know, it is still there. You can run, you can jog, you can do whatever you want to do and get tired as whatever. It's still inside of you, okay? So do not fool yourself. Do not listen to that theory that if you exercise, you're going to burn it off, okay? So back to 6 p.m. Whatever you eat after 6 p.m. is going to store for fat, cholesterol, whatever, just waste. If you wanna have an idea, you can go to my my cover page, you know, and you can see how big I was. That's because of late night eating, not having a time pattern of eating, and that can mess you up as well. If your body don't really have a time pattern, you know, you can throw yourself, you can mess your metabolism up, you can just throw it up off cycle, okay? Because your body's going to be now withholding stuff. It doesn't know if it's in starvation mode. It doesn't know what's going on. So you can pretty much mess your body cycle up by not eating at the right time. I know most of you, your thing is that you work most of the time, you know, you're not a breakfast person, you're not this, you're not that, you know. But when we hit about 40, actually 35, because I know a lot of persons in their 30s now, you know, they're sick. They have a lot of different complications, you know. And it normally show up, the things that we eat, it disrupt our body function, and it normally show up as we get a lot older, you know. So kudos to all of the ones that are in their 20s and the teenagers who still having fun eating all the wonderful foods and stuff that we enjoy. But once again, this conversation tonight is actually about helping you to know how and when you shouldn't have your meals. If you're going to eat anything, if you're going to eat anything after 6 p.m., make sure it can be like a water-based something, whether it's a fruit or vegetables, all right? Because it takes a fruit, whether it's an apple or something that is water-based, it takes it about 35 to 40 minutes, so it can just be digested and assimilated throughout the body. Simply because the body normally digests stuff and process stuff that is liquid. Okay, so your food, if your food is not liquid based, if it cannot be turned into liquid, then it is not really food for the body. Okay, you can put whatever you love into your body. That's your body. If you got sides hanging, little swells and bumps and rolls coming on your side, and you have extra chin and extra muscles, and whatever it is, fat thighs and big butt, ladies, you love those big butt, right? But if you see that starting to happen, then you're doing something wrong. You want to throw up the red flag and try seek another way of eating. So the late night foods is a no-no. And those of you, especially the ladies, I cannot stop stressing this. All right, ladies, if you're gonna be up anytime after 10 at night, okay, after 10 at night is when the cravings are like my friend my friend say, when she be up late, she have appetite, she just want to eat. But if you up that kind of time at night, you're gonna be hungry. Okay, your little people, your friends on the side of you, your parasites, they want something to eat. Okay, they're gonna tell you what to eat. Like me, I have some coffee that I normally drink, because once 5:30 hit, quarter to 6 hit, and I haven't had my last meal yet, or sometime by 4:30, if I haven't eaten yet, then I won't eat anymore. So I have stuff that I can actually cheat, where I could suppress my appetite, still help me to go through. Or what I normally do is I stock up on my fruits. So when I'm hungry, I'm always in the fridge just picking, whether it's a pear, apple, or whatever it is, I just have my fruits there that I can just suck on and help me to help go through my hungry period when I'm up late at night. So you want to catch enough sleep, okay? Some people would require that you get 8-hour rest, However, a nice, healthy, functioning body can deal with 4 or 5 hours, But if you're someone you need 8 to 10 hours, maybe it's good for you, But the quick and the early you're up in the morning time, the better you are able to operate. Whenever you rise and the sun is already up, and the birds is singing and everything like that, you're late. You're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself on nature. Okay, so if this video was any type of inspiration to you, or actually it helped you learn something tonight, I just want you to share it, leave a comment at the bottom, because also the information may not be for you. Maybe you might be one of those persons with a bionic body, and you really may not need to know anything else, well, until the doctor tell you, But this may not be for you, so just share it to someone that might just want to learn when is the best time to eat and how to eat and other stuff like that, So that would just be awesome. Leave your comment at the bottom. I love to hear what's on your mind, and even tell me, what do you do when your cravings or your hungry session comes on at night when you're up late? Leave a comment. Let me know what it is you do. I just, because I know it isn't me alone that just have these little eating spurts and stuff like that, But that's my time for the night. I just want all of you to have a good night. Remember to clear your mind before you go to bed, okay? Every night before you go to bed, remember this. Whenever you're planning to go to bed, you want to just clear your mind, okay? Take 5, 10, or 15 minutes and just meditate on nothing. It is important that you clear your mind over a long day, okay? You can't take the frustration you had into your day. Whatever, a lot of time we say we had an awesome day, but then there is something that normally just hit us when we are in our relaxed mode, so winding down time, you just want to just sit down, just go in your quiet spot. Everyone inside of your house, whatever it's your closet, whether it's your bathroom, whether it's in the front room after everyone is asleep, you just want to go in your quiet spot and just clear your mind. All right, just meditate for a second after you finish praying and stuff like that. Get your mind right, get your mind clear before you actually lay down to go sleep at night. And that's something you could control. The same thing in the morning. Once you wake up in the morning, you make sure you put your prayer time in, because you have to give thanks just for being here. Okay, clear your mind. The first thing that you think of in the morning time when you wake up, the first things that you tune into, it determines how your day is gonna go. Okay, it's gonna determine the outcome of your day. All right, so that's my message. Once again, just like and share if this message was to any benefit to you, and those of you watching on the replay, hey, good night, and learn more about food, how we should eat and when we should eat. All right, that's me for the night. Love you to life.